Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Vera here, as usual, as always. So guys, thank you for checking this video out. If you're new here, you're welcome to this channel, and I hope you stick around long enough, like you become part of this family and part of this gang. So guys, on today's episode, I'll be taking you through life in Enugu, and we'll be having the Danfo experience together. So first of all, commercial buses in Enugu are not referred to as Danfo. I just had to use the term Danfo as something popular a lot of people can relate to, but buses here are either known as Baba. I've shown you Baba in my other videos. Baba is just a 608 long bus that conveys a whole lot of people from point A to point B, C, D, E, or Z, depending on where you're going to. Then other mini buses such as the 18-seater bus, 6-seater bus, and other smaller buses are named after the routes they ply, or the routes they ply, depending on how you pronounce that. So you hear things like bus new route, that means the bus plies new routes or route. Then you hear bus MNL, bus Obiago, bus Sababa, and all that. So that is how we refer to our buses here, our town service buses here. So guys, for us to have a good feel, a close feel of what it feels like to be an average resident here in Enugu, or to have that Danfo experience, how much it costs, how long it takes, and the whole shenanigans, I'll be going to work today using a public transport. And for me to get to work, I'll have to take a keke napep first from my house to the bus stop. Then at the bus stop, I'll take a 608, that is the Bagua bus, from there to the next bus stop, not to the next bus stop, but to Chris Chemist or Holy Ghost. Then from Holy Ghost, I'll pick another bus heading towards Ababa, but I will not get to Ababa. I'll stop at GRA, that is where my office is. I'll stop there. Then from that place I'm stopping, I'll take another keke to my office. So but from where the bus will stop me, I would either trek or take a keke. If I should find a keke, I would gladly jump into it so that you guys can feel a whole lot of things. So guys, if you're interested in seeing all of this and experiencing the Danfo life, the life of an average Enugu resident in Enugu, keep watching this vlog, and remember to subscribe to my channel. And before we go away, there's something I want to address very quickly. The thing is about description box. From my last video where I shared with you guys how to get cheap lands in Enugu, I noticed that a lot of people do not know where the description box is, or how to access the description box. And it's not even difficult. You do not require any extra skill to do that. So I'm just going to quickly take you through that, so that in case of other times, because I'm saying this, I am not the only YouTuber who uses description box to share pertinent information about a particular vlog. A lot of people use that, and it would be a shame that somebody will drop something there and I'll still be getting comments asking me for the same information that is right there in front of you. Do you get? It doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's get started. So I'm assuming that a lot of people access YouTube using mobile phones. So I'm just going to use my phone and go through this so that you guys would see how it works. So first of all, to access your a person's description box, you just have to go to the particular video. So let's use my last video for instance. So okay, there's an ad playing, but you see that place where there is title, how to easily get lands in Enugu. There is something by the corner, just tap on it. It takes you down to the information about this video. It shows you, first of all, you see my name, then you see the published date, then you see a write-up, me describing this video. Then when you scroll down, you see contact, website, discount code, email, social media platform, and also timestamps. I put these timestamps so that you guys can quickly move to the part of the video you want. For those of you who do not have patience to watch through a long video, so if there's a particular information you're looking for, these timestamps help you to locate the angle, the area or the angle where I talked about this. So all of this information are all here in the description box. So this is what the description box looks like. So I hope this helps you not to ask questions that are already before you. You have this information at your tips, and like I said, you do not require a password or any kind of technical skill to access this. So description box is just very simple and easy. So you can always do that for other people's video, and that is that. So guys, without further ado, let's hit the streets and get to experience life in Enugu using Danfo, using Bagua, using mini buses, using everything. Okay, let's go. So guys, as usual, I'll be going with these two things for protection. See you in the streets.
I need you obodo Igbo. Obodo Igbo USA.
Good morning, sir.
Alabeke o. Alabeke o. Obodo ndị ọcha.
Ama m na m ga-amapụta na TV. Baba Bano.
Dula.
Hey guys, so I'm currently at the bus stop right now. And the first two buses that have passed now, they're full, and I don't want to stand. So if the only option I have is to stand or to wait for another one, so I'm currently waiting for another one. So I'm currently at Mario bus stop. So let's keep waiting. Guys, this is the Gbagba bus. This is the 608 bus I told you guys about. As you can see, the seats are all taken, but they are still admitting passengers inside, and the passengers are all standing by the walkway, and the conductor keeps screaming "Koba," meaning let more people enter. Talk about zero social distancing. Hack. Look at us saddening ourselves. God save us. The major drawbacks of using Gbagba bus is that because of its length and size, it takes a lot of people, and sometimes these people stop at various bus stops. So a place you're supposed to go for maybe 10 minutes, you might end up spending 15 to 20 minutes, because as they're dropping passengers, they're also picking up new passengers. Regardless if the seats are all taken, there are people who just want to stand up and get to where they are going to. Okay, typically this bus loads at its point A, which is Gariki, and heads to its final destination, New Market. So we're going to call that point Z. But in between point A to point Z, a lot of people drop at their various destinations, and a lot of people are also picked from their various bus stops. The only time you spend less time using this bus is only when you wake up very early. A lot of people at that time are going to the market, that is New Market, so it is possible that nobody is dropping by other bus stops at that time. So all of you head over down to New Market or Holy Ghost, which is like the second to the last bus stop using this particular bus. Right now we are very close to Holy Ghost, that is Oboete main market, and Oboete is another heavy traffic area in Enugu. So some people do not have the patience to wait for the bus to crawl to the bus stop, so they start making their way down from wherever they see space. As you can see from this bus, and as you can notice, a lot of people inside it are going to the market. So majority of them are traders, or people who are going to buy from the market, or people whose offices are close to the market. So that is why a lot of people are getting down from this place. So that means that the remaining people inside this bus, including myself, are either stopping at the next bus stop, which is Chris Kemis, or are moving all the way down to New Market or somewhere along the secretariat. Having discharged those going to Holy Ghost, he's now collecting transport fares from other remaining passengers. So he's going seat by seat, taking money from the remaining passengers, and yeah, that is what he's doing. Guys, look at the traffic gridlock at Obuete axis this morning. I feel Enugu is getting overpopulated by the day. Or do you think otherwise? Guys, listen to the sound of this vehicle's engine. Machine, right? This is where I alight. Guys, I had to settle for a keke instead of taking a mini bus. One of those buses shouting about why or MNA. I had to take a keke napep. I'll explain the reason when I get to the office. But meanwhile, let's keep going down. So the keke napep driver had to make a quick stop to get ticket. This is something they usually do here. I think it's a form of taxation either by the local government or by the state government, and I don't know how much they pay for that, but it is something very common here. Hey guys, so I am at the office now, and this was quite an experience. It is so because it's been long I took this means to get to work or to get anywhere around town. Like, it was very nostalgic for me because I could remember then as a kid when we take such buses, especially the Baba bus, we were expected to stand up for the adults, because one thing about this bus is that it doesn't get full until they pack people like sardine. Like, you know, you guys saw when people, like, the seats were filled and then people had to still come in standing. So that is like the typical Baba here. So it doesn't get full until people are packed and pressed like sardine and bread. That is the only time when it gets full, and people will not start screaming, drive in the very weekend, drive out just to never get booking or what, see how you are dealing with people and all that. So that is just the experience. So it was sort of fun, it was sort of nostalgic. It was like, oh, so these people still do this thing and all that, although I see them sometimes, but I didn't know it was still that bad. Okay, so like I was saying, when I was a kid, we enter Baba, you expect, and you are sitting down, you get a seat space. I don't know, there's an unwritten rule here in Enugu or in Nigeria or in Africa that as a child you're supposed to stand up for an adult. If you see a pregnant woman, you're supposed to stand up. If you see an elderly man, woman, you're supposed to stand up. And now sometimes we were standing up with the hope that the people we stood up for will pay our transport fare for us. Let me explain. Then when we go to Block Rosary, I'm a Catholic, I'm still a Catholic, I was raised Catholic. So when we go to Block Rosary, we'll hear other children giving testimonies like, okay, the other day I was going to so and so place, I entered bus, I stood up for this woman. When we got to the bus stop, she now paid my transport fare for me. Do you get? So some of us will not start hustling for that kind of thing. So sometimes when we go to God, I'm so shy, I'll be so ashamed talking about it, but sometimes it happened. So we'll not enter bus, so we'll not gauge you like this auntie looks kind, so we'll not stand up and say auntie they're not lying. So sometimes it works, some other times people just say thank you. Some don't even say thank you, like they feel it's their right to get, so they don't even send you and all that. So all of this, it just brought these memories back to me. I hope you were able to feel the Danfo experience with me, especially for those of you that lived in Enugu or that live in Enugu, or Just tell me how you feel about all of this in the comment section, and I hope you guys now know where description box is, so none of you should come and tell me, Vera, please, your email, it is in the description box and all that. And if you're also looking for timestamps, I've already explained that to you guys, so keep looking out for that because I put it in most of my videos. So talking about the expenses, I spent a total of 370 naira coming to work today using this public transport. First of all, I spent 100 naira from my house to the bus stop. You guys saw when I took the keke, so I took a keke. Ordinarily, on a normal day that doesn't have COVID-19, that doesn't have social distancing, I was supposed to pay 50 naira from house to bus stop, but because they just carry 2 people, you're now expected to pay 100 naira. That is double of the original price, so that they can make their 200 naira per trip. And then from the bus stop, I took the Gbagba bus from the bus stop to Chris Kemis, Enugu. That cost 17 naira. And then from Chris Kemis, I was supposed to enter another mini bus that would take me somewhere very close to my office, after which I would take a keke napep to my office. But I noticed that it was really expensive coming from that place to my office, to somewhere close to my office. They were charging me 100 naira to take me from Chris Kemis to somewhere close to my office. And then when I stopped there, I'm supposed to take another keke down to my office, right? So this other keke I'm taking would either charge me 100 naira if I find somebody that's going the same route that will join me, or they'll book me for 200 naira direct, because my office is in the GRA, and you rarely find keke plying this route because everybody living here have their own car and all of that. They rarely use keke unless you have a personal keke that comes to your estate gate, picks you and goes back. Do you get? So I just thought of the smartest thing to do. Instead of entering the minibus, let me quickly enter that keke drop from that place at a rate of 200 naira to this place. Although the keke man said 300, but you guys already know me now. I haggle a lot, so I told the guy 200 and he agreed. So that made my expense to come to 370 naira. So for me to come down here this morning, I spent 370 naira. So like I said, I hope I was able to give you the Danfo experience. And if you want something similar in the future, do let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with your friends, especially those of them who want to know what's up with Enugu and have a feeling of what it's like to live in Enugu and all of that. Friends and families of Enugu, and the well-wishers of Enugu, share this video with them. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And let me get to work because this baby girl has a lot of things to do today, and the day is quite young. So let me do something and get back to editing this vlog. Bye.